Angela. Okay, it's Angie Bell with Herbal Hip Tarot. Sorry, guys. My camera just started acting like a fool. So, just crazy. Hopefully, everything's okay. Okay, let's get started. What we're going to talk about in this video is two things. We're going to talk about Biden's energy, where he's at right now, everything we can know about where Biden's at with this whole election debacle, how he feels, what's in store for us, what's the plan, all of that. We need to do a check-in. Also, I told you guys in my last video, I am a certified herbalist, which means nothing. I'm a practicing herbalist, and that's what matters. I've been doing it for 17 years. So, making all kinds of tinctures and herbal concoctions for me and for my family. I'm not telling you not to take your medication. I'm not telling you to take your medication. I'm just sharing you the herbal remedies that I've created for myself and for my family. Okay? So I'm just sharing. You can take the information for however you want to take it. Okay? So the herbal thing that I want to share with you today is what? This is an antibiotic, and also if you get a cold or flu, and also if you're about to get sick. Okay? It will help with all of that. Is that the one I want to do? Let me just make sure. Just one second, guys. Okay, you guys. I got that one confused. Sorry, which one I was working on. I'm not going to show you that tincture for that. I'm going to show you a tincture that balances blood sugar levels. Okay? So if your blood sugar level is too high or too low, this balances out blood sugar levels. Also, if you if you are carrying excess weight and you want to lose weight, it also balances out blood sugar levels so that it's easier for you to lose weight. Okay? Now, once you take this, you have to wait like an hour because anything sweet you taste won't taste sweet. Isn't that crazy? You're using lobelia and using GYMNEMA, Sylvester, and GARCINIA. And I will give you guys everything I say. I'll put in the description below, so you'll have everything. Okay. So I'm going to show you that, and that'll be at the end. So first we'll get Biden, a reading on Biden. Also, didn't I talk about that already? Oh, okay. There is a website, and I've been talking about it. I talked about it last time too. It's called Manifest Infos. And there's a video on there that it's titled Unbelievable Change in 2025. Okay, and all this will be in the description. Unbelievable Change in 2025. And it's everything we're going through right now. They said in this video, because astrologically how things are the moon and the sun and the planets and everything are lining up, this is the year of change, out with the old and with the new. So the old BS, like the Orange Menace and all of that, and holding us all down, and corporations taking all the money and leaving us to ourselves, all that crap is going to crumble. And what have we been saying as card readers, psychics, etc.? That the old ways are going to crumble. Okay? And a new pathway has been opened up for the new way of thinking to come in. They said all this stuff, all of a sudden, there's independent journalists, the psychics, the card readers, all of us have been flourishing, right? Because there's a new, and it's happening, we're seeing it right now. There's a whole new way of information coming in to people. It's going to be out with the old, in with the new, like Kamala Harris, the first woman, mixed race vice president, half black, half Indian. That's new. New way of thinking, a more advanced way of thinking, more a more nurturing type of country, a more caring type of country. All of this is manifesting itself, and it's happening very fast because of technology. All the information isn't just held to the 1% anymore. We all get the information, right? The old ways of the press, okay? The free press, they're probably, you can see, they've been diminishing more and more and more. How many of us don't even watch it anymore? So we can see all this happening. And astrologically, they explain it in this video, okay? So I will write down, the name of the channel is Manifest Infos. The video you're looking for, it's one of the first 3 or 4 videos that she has. It's called Unbelievable Change in 2025, okay? So it just supports everything that we've been talking about as psychics and readers, etc., and everything we're going through right now. So it's very cool. Okay, so we want to read up on Biden's energy, right? So let's do that. Okay. Okay, we're going to use the tarot. I'm using the Into Tarot. Okay. I use these for Kama's reading. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful reading. It was like she was talking to us. One. Two. Three. Okay, that one popped out, so we'll let that one pop out. 3, 4, 5, 6. Last one. Spirit, please tell us Biden's energy, everything he's thinking around this election debacle, everything he wants us to know. Give it to us all. Okay, guys? Everything. One more? Okay. I'm being told one more. There we go. Oh, one more. There we go. Okay. And we're going to cut the cards 3 times. What's on the bottom? Ooh. The Devil. That's what's on the bottom. So let's read that one first. And the one that fell out was the 10 of Cups. Okay? And we'll read that next. That's what fell out. Which kind of flew out. Let me make sure I'm centered here. Okay, so the one that's going to go up in the corner is the Devil. And let's read what that says. Unhealthy patterns, physical or emotional abuse, negative, karmic, connections, toxic, energetic, implants, codependency. You can't write this stuff. We know what he's thinking about. Unhealthy patterns. He's talking about the Orange Menace himself. And also he's talking about all of his fly monkeys. That's what you call people who follow in a cult, fly monkeys. And they're codependent, okay? And he does nothing but physically and emotionally abuse. He's physically abused women. He emotionally abuses the world. Negative karmic connections, toxic, energetic implants, codependency. So that's what he thinks about the Orange Menace. Okay, now what flew out or dropped out when I was shuffling was a 10 of coins. Okay. A family legacy, wealth, patriarch, domestic duty, lineage, buying a house, image, privilege, security, estate. The things that jump out at me here are domestic duty. And domestic duty means he knows he has work to do. He needs to get this whole election debacle fixed, okay? Lineage. He knows this is his lineage, okay? This is going to be part of his lineage when he dies. That this Orange Menace tried to steal this election, and Joe Biden made sure that America didn't go to absolute hell, okay? All right. Next one is 5 of Cups. What is with this camera today? I don't know. I hit some button, I think. Hopefully everything turns out fine. Okay, there we go. 5 of Cups. Overcoming despair. Forgiveness, accepting, change, ready to move on, healing, and letting go. He knows We are ready to move on. He's ready to move on. He knows we need to heal and we have to let go. We got that in Karma's reading too, that we really need to let go, accept the change that's going to come, and we need to forgive. I guess, it's hard to forgive these people, but because they're putting everyone horribly. But forgive these MAGAs who just, some of them are going to understand. Some will never understand. So what it's saying is don't carry hatred in your heart because it only hurts you. And it's true. Four of Wands. People divided. Oh my God, you can't write this stuff. Lack of support, disunion, unwelcome, family problems, divorce, canceled events, discord. That canceled events, isn't that, we know from the readings I've done that he was forced to cancel that parade. He was forced to cancel his inauguration and have that fake inauguration inside with some AI mixed in. I love it. People divided. This what he knows he has to work on. This is why it's taken so long for them to come out with the evidence that he stole this election, besides the fact that he admitted it. Because he knows there's a lack of support, there's disunion, there's unwelcome, there's family problems. We're the family, there's a ton of problems. He knows there's discord, so they got to handle this right to make the transition as easily as they can. So that's his message, letting us know, okay, look, this is why we haven't come out yet. The Moon. Mental clarity, releasing fear, anxiety, hearing, and trusting intuition unveiled. Perfect. Mental clarity, releasing fear, anxiety. He's telling us we need to release fear and anxiety, okay? Use our intuition. We feel it. We all know it's coming, right? Okay. The Fool. Only the fools rush in. Holding back, reckless, lack of faith, restless, foolish, and impulsive. He knows exactly who the devil is, okay? He's trying to tell us he is the devil and he is a fool, okay? He's reckless, lack of faith. He's reckless, restless, lack of faith, foolish, impulsive, okay? That's why he has to, and the one that's right before is the Moon, which says releasing fear, anxiety, hearing, trusting, use your intuition. Wait, there's one that goes with this really well. Well, they all go together well. Let me not go back right now. Okay. Next, King of Coins. Ruled by materialism, greedy, possessive, hasty, misery, disloyal, jealous, stubborn, ungrounded. We know he's just, what he's doing is just what he's thinking about. This is who we're dealing with, okay? Which is why we're dealing with a fool, and we are dealing with someone who's ruled by materialism, okay? And we have a group of people that are following this. That's why this has to be handled so carefully, okay? So he's answering why do we have to go through this? How long do we have to go through this for? And everyone is asking me that. He's letting us know why. Judgment. I love it. Judgment is coming for this fool. Needing to step it up. Indecisiveness, self-doubt, unwilling to learn, karmic lessons, negative self-talk. It's judgment in the upright. Needing to step it up. Undecisiveness, self-doubt, unwilling to learn, karmic lessons, negative self-talk. This is what they're talking about. Judgment. This is everything about the Orange Menace and his MAGAs. Okay? Unwilling to learn karmic lessons. He knows there are people, some of them are never going to learn. Okay? But the ones he can get to step up, to not to self-doubt themselves, not to be so undecisive, not be willing to unlearn karmic lessons, not to have that self-negative talk, okay? Basically, come out of the darkness, go into the lightness and into the light, and that's the goal, okay, for these MAGAs. And also, it's a lesson for a lot of us. It's a lesson for all of us because a lot of us have been passive, okay? For example, you may see somebody being racially profiled, like at a grocery store, okay, by telling them to empty their pockets and they didn't steal anything. And we just walk by. Is that the right thing to do? When you know it's wrong what they're doing, we need to step up. We need to be our brother's keeper. Along racial lines, doesn't matter. Along lines of religion, along lines of who they are, who they choose to love, all of that. It doesn't matter. We're all human beings. Page of Cups. Broken dreams, manipulative, obsession, inner child wounds, canceled events, creative block. That canceled events keeps coming up. He's letting us know, okay, we canceled his events. Okay? That parade was canceled because he's a fake president, okay? That inaugural, it's a fake inaugural. It's been canceled, okay? We canceled all those things. Because they know they're dealing with someone who's manipulative. Doesn't have a creative, he has a creative block. He don't have no creativity. And also he's letting us know that this guy has inner child wounds. And the reason I'm saying that is when you're a narcissist, it usually comes, pretty much always, comes from your childhood. And his childhood was that he was ignored first by his father. And his father really put his time and efforts into the older one. Well, the older one didn't respond. He wanted a narcissist. Somebody who's very cold, has no emotion, no empathy. Well, his older son had empathy, had love for people. He just wasn't going to be a devil, okay? But he wanted to raise a devil, okay? Because he's one. So he ignored the Orange Menace for a long time. So by the time he was in high school, I guess, somewhere junior high school, he realized that the older son was never going to be a devil. But he started seeing the devil child in the Orange Menace. But he had been denied love and attention all the way up until junior high school, and that's where the narcissism was created. That's where that is constant need for attention. It's an empty vessel. He'll never have enough attention, okay? Never. And that's also where it's developed to not have empathy for people, okay? I have this in my family. I've studied it because I had to, because it's in my family. That's why I know so much about it. Okay, so he knows this is what he's dealing with. That's what he's telling us here. He knows. That inner child wound. He knows who he's dealing with. And this is deep. We can't change him. We just got to get him out of here. Okay? High Priestess. Keeping it all in. Disconnected. Withholding. Suppressed intuition. Secrets. Missing information. Isolation. Kept in the dark. And he's saying here that he knows this is how, I'm just seeing what's coming to me. What he's saying is, I know this is how you guys feel, okay? That we feel disconnected. We were feeling like that. We're not now. Withholding. We know suppressed intuition was in play. That people are trying to suppress our intuition. Secrets. Misinformation. This is what we've been experiencing since we've been experiencing all of this, especially the last 10 years since the Orange Menace has been involved in all this. And you know what, this misinformation, because since him, there's always been some misinformation, but since he's gotten into this whole thing, the misinformation is almost becoming normalized. It's ridiculous. He wants isolation. He wants people to feel isolated, okay? Because then if you can do all these horrible things, misinformation, keeping people isolated, keeping people in the dark, keeping secrets, suppressed intuition. He doesn't want anyone using their intuition. He just wants you to follow him. Yes, dear leader, like the MAGAs do. He wants you disconnected. Because then if you're like this, you can then control people. So this card is also the Orange Menace in this card in this reading. Okay, what Biden's saying here is he knows who we're dealing with. Okay, and who we're dealing with is, what's the first card that came up? The Devil. Okay. But he knows, like the Five of Cups says, overcoming despair. Okay. This is one of the most important cards. He knows that we're ready to move on, okay? that we need to heal as a country. We need to let go of the orange menace and all the crap. Accept the change that's in front of us. Have some forgiveness for the MAGA. It's very hard, but we have to forgive them. So he knows what we need to do. He also knows that he needs to do all this. 10 of Cups, okay? For the family. A family legacy. He knows that we need to do this. We need to improve wealth in this country for everyone. He knows it's his domestic duty to do so. He knows this is his lineage. This is what he's going to be known for. Of all the great things he's done, he knows this is going to be the thing he's going to be known for, okay? So, this is a beautiful reading. Beautiful reading. Let's ask the pendulum a question. Okay, I hate when this happens. Okay, there we go. Clear, clear, clear. Spirit, is Joe Biden ready to move on the orange menace and get Kamala into the White House where she belongs? Is it saying no? It's saying no, he's not ready. Okay. We know that this is not supposed to happen until February, March is what we know. But let's ask this. Clear, clear, clear. Spirit, is Joe Biden almost ready to go into the White House and remove the orange menace and put Kamala in her right place? Yes. Okay. So yes. So he is, they're getting ready, and it's almost about to happen. That's why, and that's right. That's why my pendulum didn't say, yeah, we're ready right now. Because that's why we keep getting February or March when this is supposed to take place. Okay. All right, we're good. Okay. Let's ask our question we always ask. Clear, clear, clear. Spirit, is the orange menace going to be removed from the White House as President of the United States? Yes. Clear, 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 clear. Is Kamala Harris going to be the President of the United States in 2025? Yes. Okay. We ask all the time because, you know, energies change, and we don't want that energy to change, okay? But they change all the time. So, but that thing of, is she going to be president? Every reader I've seen has said yes. So, energy has not changed on that. When has been the change, but not that answer. It's always, you're not going to expect it when how it's going to come out, and it's going to be a huge surprise. We've already had a little bit of a surprise. The orange menace the minute that he fixed the election. Okay. Now, I want to show you guys how to make what? The blood sugar balancing tincture. Remember I told you, this is good to balance blood sugars, whether your blood sugar is too high or too low. Okay? So we're talking about diabetes. Again, I am only sharing what I do. Now, I do this because I want to keep my blood sugar balanced, because when your blood sugar is balanced like that, you won't put on excess weight. You won't store fat so easily. You won't turn sugar. You won't store sugar as fat. Your body will be able to handle carbs better, sugar better. It puts it all back in balance. Okay? That's why I take it. I take it every day. I take it 2 or 3 times a day. But if you have low blood sugar or high blood sugar, it will balance it. I'm not telling you to stop taking your medication. I'm not telling you to take medication. I'm just simply sharing what I do. Okay? So let me grab my stuff and we'll get right to it. Oops. Okay. So what you need to do is you can use any size jar you want. You can use the big, huge quart jar. You can use the one that's a little bit smaller than this, and you can use even smaller if you want. Okay? It's always equal parts. Okay? So what you're going to use is you're going to use a thing called GYMNEMA leaf. There's the, I'll have this listed in the thing. GYMNEMA leaf. Okay? And you get it from mountainroseherbs.com. That's where you get the herbs from, okay? You're going to use a thing called Garcinia fruit. You get this from Mountain Rose Herbs. And you can buy, it comes in these 4 ounces at a time. This is 8 ounces. It comes in 4, 8, and a pound, okay? So you can just do the 4 ounces if you want. Now, I got it in whole. A lot of times whole when you get, oh, I would always get whole. Don't get the powder when you do these herbs. Get whole. Because when you go to strain it, it's a lot easier to strain. When you want it ground is when you're going to put them into capsules. But we're making tinctures. So get whole, okay? So the whole Garcinia looks like this, okay? So what you want to do is you want to take your jar, whatever size mason jar you want. You want to take peroxide and clean your jar, okay? Maybe just like that much peroxide is all you need. Shake it, rinse it out. Now your jar's sanitized, okay? Then what you're going to do is you're going to take your, whichever one, GYMNEMA leaf, and you're going to put it in the jar. You're going to put in so much, however much you want to put in. So let's say you're going to put in that much. Next, you're going to put in your Garcinia fruit. Put in that same amount. So you put in that much of the GYMNEMA leaf, and then you're going to put the same amount of Garcinia in there, that much. Then you want to take some hibiscus flowers. So you can buy hibiscus flowers. If you have, you can buy it at Mountain Rose Herbs. But if you have a Mexican grocery store or a Winco, you can buy them in the bulk section at both stores. It looks like this. You can also make this into a tea, okay? You can make a big, huge thing of it like you make Kool-Aid. Sweeten it with agave, and your kids will think they're drinking Kool-Aid, but they're drinking something that has that's beneficial for them. What that does, it has a ton of great benefits. It also helps you not get sick, your immune system, a ton of other things, okay? But it flavors your tincture like a berry flavor, and it also gives it a pretty red color. So you just take a handful of that, okay? Just throw a handful of it in there, okay? So now you've got the Garcinia and the Sylvester, right? Equal parts. Throw in a little bit of the hibiscus in there, okay? Then what you want to do, let's suppose you have that much herb now, okay? With all that, you have that much herb. You want to put, like you have that much herb. Then you want to put that much glycerin. So you put glycerin in. And then you want to put in that much distilled water or bottled water. So it's just always all equal parts, okay? So then after you do that, you want to get your crock pot out. And the reason you want to do it like this, now you could just take this and now, always label it what it is. Put right on the thing, or put a piece of tape what this is, because you're going to have a lot of tinctures when you get done with me, and you're not going to know what the hell you have. Store it in the refrigerator, okay? But, so you can either put this in a crock pot, or you can put this in a dark cupboard or something for 6 to 8 weeks. Nobody has time for 6 to 8 weeks, okay? When you need a tincture, you need a tincture. So get your crock pot out, fill it with water. You take this tincture, you put it into the crock pot, you let it sit on low for 6 to 8 hours, and then your tincture is ready. Now, you need to strain it, right? You get a strainer from Dollar Tree. I should have brought that strainer in here. Anyway, you get the strainer, the metal strainer. It's a little bit, it's about that small with a handle. The netting inside of it is really, really nice and small. So that's why I say always get the whole, not the grounded. And then you need to take your peroxide and clean that real quick. Just pour some peroxide on it so it's nice and clean, okay? Then you want to take another mason jar, clean it the same way with the peroxide, shake it up, rinse it. And then you want to pour this into that strainer, into that other mason jar. And then you got your tincture. You store it in the refrigerator. And did I say? I did say this much herb, this much glycerin. Yeah, food-based glycerin. Now, the food-based glycerin, you can get that at Mountain Rose Herbs, I think. But if not, I buy mine a lot of times. Well, I buy mine at my herb store. All my herbs I buy at my herb store. My herb store gets them from mountainroseherbs.com. I'll write that down. You can probably get a better price, I think, on this food-based glycerin. Okay, that's what it looks like. You can get a better price on this food-based glycerin on eBay. Make sure it's food grade glycerin. You do not have to get it by the gallons. I buy it from the gallons from my herb store. You can buy it 8 ounces, 9 ounces, whatever, okay? So then you have it all strained. You can store it in the refrigerator. Because you've used glycerin, it is a natural preservative. So you don't have to worry about it getting spoiled, okay? If you do see any growth because something happened or whatever, throw it out. I'm sorry, and start again, okay? Now, how much do you take? I would take a shot glass and about that much of the shot glass. And that's it. I take mine at night before I go to bed, and I take it in the morning. If we're having a lot of pollution in the air here, I might take it 1 or 2 more times during the day, okay? So you can take it when you need it. That's it, okay? I would take it on a full stomach, or if you just woke up, just eat it like 3 or 4 or 5 crackers, something like that, and then take it. Don't take it on an empty stomach. It can upset the stomach a little bit. Unless you're allergic to this herb, there aren't side effects, okay? That's it for this one. Like I said, okay, I'm not telling you to take medication or not take medication. I'm just simply sharing with you what I do. Okay, guys? Okay, all that information I told you will be in the description, so don't even worry about it. And that's it for this one. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love for you to do so and give this video a thumbs up. Any comments or questions, leave them below. Come visit me on, I was going to say Facebook and Instagram, but don't worry about that. If you have anything you want me to read on, leave that below. If you haven't subscribed, like I said, please subscribe, hit the bell twice, and leave a thumbs up. And I will talk to you guys soon. I'm going to do one more video today. And what I'm going to start doing is, today I just want to start out with a bang with the herbs. So I'm doing 3 different herbal remedies today. But from here on out, I'll probably just do one of the videos. We'll have an herbal thing at the end, okay? Not all 2 or 3 that I make that day. So, but today I wanted to start out with a bang because I just know people, the herbs I'm talking about today, a lot of people I think need them. So I want to share. All right, talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys.